Hey there guys, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Trading Card Game. You know, I was just about to say Pokemon to the moon, but let's visit this little machine that we haven't really visited yet, the deck save machine, which I find to be very useful. Basically, you know how you modify your decks, but there will be times when you need to make new decks, or dismantle your decks, but how are you going to save your decks? I mean, how do you know how to make your decks again? Simply save them in this machine here. And speaking of decks, I want to make a new one that's more lightning based, since you know I need lightning. And I guess I'll put this in Grasp. Yeah. So what do I want? Well, first of all, I'm gonna put in one Grass Pokemon, I think, if I have it. Oh, I don't have it. Well, in that case, okay. So let's make this a very shocking. This Pikachu's alright. I want this Pikachu more, though. So yeah. So there are two Raichus I can use. This Raichu's interesting. So is this. So let's see here. A magnetic storm. As Falco would say. Falco, what a tool. But at the same time, they're very badass. Like badass. I don't want to use these. They suck. Like the Electrodes suck in this game. But this is an amazing Electabuzz. And wow, I have 12 Jolteons. I'll use these, sure. One of each, please. This card is kind of risky in that you can do a lot of damage to yourself. But then again, this Zapdos is very expensive. So considering how I'm making a deck built around, do we want this or that? Well, I mean, yeah, sure. I'm just gonna have to like put in a lot of EVs. Sure, whatever. Oh, I thought I had no EVs. I was like, why am I not hearing the tick sound? But it's because I'm scrolling over Snorlax. Now, I don't have a Dragonair, which sucks, considering how Dragonairs are awesome. You know, I'll put in some random cards who I think are good. You know, I'm gonna put in Meowth. I mean Persian and Meowth. Just because they're pretty interesting. I could insert one of you guys in, but let's have some trainer cards. Wow, I don't have any Professor Oaks or Bills. This deck could be in some big doo-doo. Big doo-doo. Big doo-doo. I need a lot of these. Sorry, but I do. So let's see here. Sorry if I'm boring you. Maybe I don't know what let's see here. I could use some of these. And some of this, and some of this, and some of this. Maybe a full heal, but basically I'm going to use this on... what am I trying to say? Okay, what's a good deck name? Okay, my commentary is sucking. Jeez. So I'm going to be taking on the Water Club. And I just realized I don't have a creative name for... this deck, so I don't know. I'll be very nerdy. Gauss deck. Or how about this? Let's be even nerdier. If you study physics, you might as well know what this means. If you don't bother. You're not a nerd. Congratulations, you're not a nerd. Pat yourself on the back. Now go watch Big Bang Theory. I never watched... Yeah, the Maxwell Equations deck. Pretty pivotal to... electromagnetism. But do you care? No! Of course not. Who gives a shit about that? Nobody! Now I want to have some bills in here, so... I'm gonna take out... I don't want recycles. I don't want to recycle, I want to be a bad person. What was that? Jeez. I don't like chansies. I mean, I don't like using chansies. At least not yet. So I spent about 4 minutes doing absolutely nothing. So let's do something, shall we, baby? Alright, nobody in here? Let's go into the Peaceful Water Club. Oh, what a peaceful pool. In the sequel, this pool is on fire. I mean, it's not on fire, but it's like basically in the sequel, this pool looks like it's Hurricane Sandy in a pool. Not to offend anybody on the East Coast. By the way, speaking of the East Coast, election day was yesterday, and that was an interesting election in that it was climactic in the beginning, but then it's like, oh yeah, Obama won a lot. So yeah. As for my political affiliations or what I'm siding with, I'm not going to talk about politics in my videos, so it's not my position to talk about politics, so no preferences stated, okay? So, Joshua here is being a dick, being like, Amy, the club master is resting. Fine. And we cannot duel him because we need to fight these two. Amanda Show! Wow, that sucks. Who remembers the Amanda Show? That was an interesting show. That was interesting. The Amanda Show, and oh great, I get the tails. That's great. And she uses a Poliwag, which happens to be a Pokemon that is not weak to electricity. Ew. Why should call it lightning? I don't have anything right now. What am I saying? So, yeah, the Amanda Show. Just one of those random shows I watched when I was a kid. Who thinks that all that is like a kid version of Saturday Night Live? Like, live from New York, it's Saturday night! I hate it when they do that. They look like tools when they say, Saturday night! I swear, they look like tools when they say it. They suck at it. They should not do that. Or if they do, they should do it better. Like, I remember this one sketch where Queen Latifah was, playing the moderator in the parody of one of the presidential debates 4 years ago. And her, Saturday Night thing was pretty good. She had enthusiasm, she was really into it, and it looked like it was part of a character. However, thank you. I recently watched a parody of, the Saturday Night Live parody of the first presidential debate. The one with Big Bird and, Obama not doing much. Like I said, no other comments on politics. I could use this. Basically, the guy who played the moderator in that sketch, the parody sketch, when he did the whole "Live it's Saturday night," he looked like a complete tool. I hated that. I hated it when he did that whole Saturday night thing, even though that's what they do almost every episode. Now, am I into Saturday Night Live? Not really, no. I kind of think it sucks. I mean, chances are it probably sucked forever and I just never realized it, but it stinks. It really stinks. It's not funny. There's this one time when they were doing the whole news thing, and it's they brought in some characters who were, I guess, a couple making songs, and they were just the most boring thing ever. And the worst part is they dragged it out for so long. We get it. You're not funny. You have terrible jokes. You're not funny. You're not entertaining us. And yet you're not leaving. What is wrong with this picture? What is wrong with this picture? You know what? I'm impatient. Time to go. Boom! Was that a smart thing to do? I'd say it was, considering I have only one prize to go. So, that was a happy ending, and everybody gets 20 damage, including a Clefairy doll, which doesn't count as a prize, since I guess Clefairy dolls don't count as people. So that was a good duel. I was kinda worried about Amanda, because Amanda was the one who kinda uses weird Pokemon. Okay, I just want to say one thing. This had better not be this video's thumbnail. There's always a club member who uses the weird Pokemon in the club. She's not. Oh, I got an Oddish. Yay. Ooh, 2 Raichus. Wow. You think I'd be getting more water energies? Then again, this girl is the weird girl. Losing kind of destroys the atmosphere of the place. I'm gonna doze off and try to get the atmosphere back. Ew. That was such a weird voice. I tried to make you sound a bit like Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter, but that just sounded weird. Now Sarah, like Sarah, it feels so good to swim the pool. Like, oh my gosh, do you want to take a swim? Or where's our rather duel? I'm so sorry. But this should be a very short match, considering that she's only playing for 2 prizes. You're selling yourself short, girl. You're selling yourself short. I mean, what am I saying? So this should be a short duel, except I'm going second and she has a Dratini. Why does she have a Dratini? I know that Dratini swim. But, okay, hello Pikachu. But why does she have a Dratini? Why? Why doesn't she have... I mean, she does have a Staryu, but why does she have a Dratini? Why does she have a Dratini? Ooh, I can choose between this Jolteon and this Jolteon. You've just made my decision-making process much harder. Thanks a lot, game. I mean, I can potentially use... Wow. I can use either Jolteon. How about that shit, huh? I think this Jolteon should be a bit more interesting, so... Even though the other Jolteon can potentially kill this Dratini in 1 hit, if I power this Jolteon up with just 1 more energy card, then we can have an interesting attack with Pin Missile. Pin Missile is like awesome. Watch. We can do potentially 80 damage. And I just killed Dratini. But yeah, if you get 4 heads, you do 80 damage on this little bitch. So just 1 more Pokemon to go. I need Chose Staryu. Why am I talking like this? Why am I like descending like nah? Like nah? I'm talking very weirdly. So just get 1 heads. And we win. Yay! Yay! This Jolteon is much better than the other one. Look at that damage. Wow, look at that damage! Like I said, Sarah sells herself short with 2 prizes. Uh-oh, I guess I lost. Maybe I shouldn't have been swimming so much. Like, oh my god. I am so sorry. I will never do that ever again. Well, that was an interesting battle. Okay, just more dialogue. I guess I have to practice more to make my card game. Like, oh my gosh. I just said I'm not gonna do it again. Why did I do it again? Jeez. Okay, Joshua, can I... No. Can I duel you at least? I already beat them. To death. No, don't beat your wives. I mean, what am I saying? Okay, so I guess we can duel Joshua. This time for 4 prizes. So he's like the normal person here. Yay. Why do I always have to start with Eevee? Maybe it's because I have... Maybe it's because I made my deck to have... Why am I always going second? So, 2 important questions. 1. Why am I always going second? The answer, the coin is a bitch, and the fact that the coin toss is predetermined, I have no control. Second of all, why am I always getting an Eevee? I have so many Eevees in my deck. That's why. So this Tentacle is interesting. You can return Tentacle to your hand. I guess this can be used right now, considering how Tentacles is only Pokemon, so that would be very stupid if you were to, you know, put Tentacle into his hand and be like, I'm done, I'm not playing anymore. Yeah. I have a Speedo on, and I look like a tool. Hello, Meowth. Let's be interesting. Let's evolve you into Jolteon so I can apply weaknesses. Yes. Boo! If you had gotten heads, this duel would have been over. And watch, he's gonna put a Pokemon into... Oh. No Pokemon? Is something wrong with your hand? Cause your hand sucks. Your hand sucks. I'm gonna rub it in your face. I'm gonna do Pin Missile, not Twin Missile. Oh god, please. Thank you. I swear, if I got no heads, that would have ripped my heart out so much. That would have made me so sad, so mad. I would have been so furious, and I would have flipped the table. And trust me, you don't want me to flip any tables. Because I'll be... Ooh, a Clefairy! A Clefairy! I don't know how to do a voice. So that's the effect of Metronome. You can do any of your opponent's attacks. So this card is special in that it's rare. So value it. Value it. Value it very much. Other than that, I could potentially duel Amy right now. Amy, wake up! Bitch! Bitch, wake up! Okay, that was... What? You know, how could you? Wow, she looked kind of weird when she was getting out. Maybe it's because they don't have enough animation frames for her waking up. I could duel Amy right now, but... Yeah, she just clipped onto the chair. Like, wow. How did I never notice that before? The animation is so awkward in that there's no animation. Oh, never mind. I wanted to use Muck. Or how about this? Maybe I can apply an Aerodactyl in here, because basically, ooh, I can apply 2 Aerodactyls. But I'm gonna have to give some Pokemon you know what, let's not do this right now. Basically, Amy has a Pokemon that will be very destructive to my plans if she uses it and evolves it. She has a weapon of mass destruction in her deck if it evolves, but Aerodactyl can prevent evolution. It's funny how Aerodactyl prevents evolution, considering that it's a pterodactyl, which it's extinct, but chances are its descendants have through evolution evolved into today's species. So something interesting to think about. Anyway, I'm not going to duel Amy today because I want to save that duel for another time, because she deserves her own episode. She is that special. Maybe I can duel... You know what? I'm going to duel Imakuni. I'm going to duel Imakuni, except I'm going to do most of the duel off screen and show you the outcome, because I already dueled Imakuni 2 times. 2 times in a row, man. 2 times in a row. I tried to drink water and it drips on the left side of my face. So I'm going to duel Imakuni off screen and show you the result. So I'll meet you back soon. Dude, what a freaking sweep. I had to use Pikachu and that's it. I didn't use anything else. So, by the way, I think lightning Pokemon are the best against Imakuni. So, I already dueled Imakuni once on screen and I dueled him off screen again. So this is my 3rd time beating him. So this is special. You beat him 3 times. It makes me happy. You won 3 times against me. Does it make you happy? Does it? I don't really want to give you this, but here, take care of it. And we get the Imakuni card. Yay. Your active Pokemon is now confused. Imakuni wants you to play him as a basic Pokemon, but you can't, cause he's a human. A mysterious creature is not listed in the Pokédex. He asks kids around the world, who is cuter, Pikachu or me? In other words, he's a pedophile. And he is just like Tingle. This is Tingle. In both cards and dance, so the new amount of secret. That sounds pretty cool. I think I'll be saying this every time. So that was Imakuni. And we got his Imakuni card, which you may argue could be useful, but do you think I'll be using this? Do you think? Whatever. So next video, I'm going to duel Amy. I'm going to beat her ass so... No, don't say that. Alright, bye.